Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the gamerest of them all? Whoo! I finally did it. I nailed that intro. Part 1, I got a haircut. Part 2, I hit Mythic. With what? Part 3, this Jund list that I homebrewed myself. Today we're going to be doing some DMU standard laddering, and I want to talk a little bit about this list that I brewed together with the Jund pieces. And I really think that Croaky's captured it perfectly when he said that the problem with Jund is that there's too many good cards in Jund. There's too many good cards in Jund. Notably, Liliana of the Veil, one of the new planeswalkers / one of the famous old planeswalkers of all time. Love Liliana of the Veil. This is a good card. The new Soul of Windgrace is a good card. The new Cruelty of Gix is a good card. There's the Graveyard Trespasser. Come on, search. Graveyard Trespasser is a really good card. There's also the Riveteer Charm. Or is it Riveteer Charm? I never knew how to spell rivet. It's one of those words that I've respelled so many times in my head, I no longer trust any spelling. But Riveteer's Charm is also a really great card. And we could list off more and more and more and more. And the interesting pickle was, when building this list, what are the right Jund cards to include? And what I want to do is I want to point out some of the core things in this list that I think are working really well. So, first of all, Teachings of the Kirin and Fable of the Mirror Breaker are two of the all-star cards in this format, largely due to the fact that mono black is like the it deck on the ladder. And one of the, I think, maybe I would call it the most significant card in black, is Invoke Despair. You have to sacrifice a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker. And Invoke Despair gets really neutered with Teachings of the Kirin out. You have to sacrifice a creature. Oh, so you sacrifice the 1/1 that's at Chapter 1. Then you have to sacrifice the Kirin-touched Orochi, or this enchantment itself. Cool, so you've deleted 2 of their potential draws with just 1 card. And then if you have a Planeswalker, yeah, you have to sack that, and that's very painful, but often they only really draw 1 card if you have Teachings of the Kirin and Fable of the Mirror Breaker out. So these cards are great in that matchup. Teachings of the Kirin is also amazing for the mill 3 card effect. This allows us to do things like Soul of Windgrace can pull lands from the graveyard onto the battlefield that were put there from Teachings of the Kirin. You have Cruelty of Gix. Chapter 3 says put target creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. If we're filling the bin with Teachings of the Kirin, we can resurrect a Titan of Industry. Some of the other cards in here that I think are notable, I was really wanting one more power card, and I've found that Toxrill the Corrosive is fantastic. Toxrill says at the beginning of each end step, you put a slime counter on creatures you don't control, and they get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them. Great for when the board stales against some of these white lists. And also Cruelty of Gix, Chapter 2 lets you search your library for a card. It's fantastic to have a 1/of Toxrill. And the rest of the list was really challenging to nail down, but I think that some of the notable cards is 2 of Sorin the Mirthless. This is a card that is really good at leveraging pressure, and when the game stales, you can just start drawing, which is one of the sort of holes in this deck. Also at the low end, trying to find out the right configuration of things. I, at times, have run 4 cut downs, but I'm down to 2 cut downs, 2 Infernal Grasps, and 2 Tear Asunders. There are a lot of Reckoner Bangbusters. A lot of Reckoner Bangbusters bobbling around. I'm also running a pair of Tenacious Underdogs, another form of card draw, but I found I just did not really need to run more than 2. 3 felt excessive. And I think the last card that I wound up including, that I think it's right on the edge for me, is Meathook Massacre. And you might say, why the hell is this card on the edge? Well, it's because in a Jund list, often I am casting 1 removal a turn. Turn 1, Cut Down. Turn 2, Infernal Grasp. Turn 3, Liliana of the Veil. Turn 4, Soul of Windgrace. This is an example of a run-out where it's not really like they've ever had the opportunity to build up a board that Meathook Massacre would be good at. I like to think of in this list, Meathook Massacre is turn 6 insurance. And so I often cut this card in sideboarding. Now, I will talk about the sideboard. It's kind of a mess. I'm not exactly sure what to do in the sideboard. I often wind up not changing the main board because I don't really know what I'm doing. So as we're playing today, I really want to improve the sideboard a good bit in my sideboarding plans. The only other notable thing is that I'm running 4 Riveteers Riveteers Overlook, because you can sack it to get a basic land and gain a life, and Soul of Windgrace just synergizes so well with it. Also, I'm still trying to figure out the right composition of Sulfurous Springs and Karplusan Forest that deal damage versus Haunted Ridges and Deathcap Glades. So let's start with some best of one. Let's start with some best of one. I literally played this for like 12 hours 2 days in a row last week. It was so fun. It was just so fun. All right, great. This is actually maybe the ideal starting hand to show my thoughts about the list. I will note one thing. Against mono blue, which is very popular just in best of one, as far as I've seen, I lose 100% of the time. I really need a sideboard to improve that win rate. But all right, so here we go. So first, we're going to fill up the bin. Teachings of the Kirin has already given us a very nice target with the Cruelty of Gix, Titan of Industry. It appears that we are also up against some good old Junding. So I'm going to do Riveteers Overlook, and I am going to search for green mana. The reason is we only have a single red cost in Soul of Windgrace, and heck is the name of the other card? Soul of Windgrace and Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So the fact that I have the mountain means I can cast those, but I do need triple green to eventually cast the Titan of Industry. My god, I feel like this game is rigged. This is amazing. Tear Asunders are so good. Part of me wants to run 4. Hound of Baskerville. Hound of Baskerville. There's a really good Chris Clark song called, I think is the Baskerville Grinch. One of the things that is really nice about Teachings of the Kirin is that there's a lot of these single target removal cards that it can just eat one of. All right, here we go. What's in the graveyard? Are there any creatures? No, let's just exile the cut down. So, because I'm up against Jund, right now, my opponent could potentially get the Titan of Industry from my graveyard, so I want to do this right away. So I'll make the green Rhino, I'll put a shield counter on the Titan of Industry. Amazing. Due to the way this card text works, the shield counter and the Rhino creation happen simultaneously. Soul transfer is fine. Alright, so here's where Cruelty of Gix is a real beater. When the board is empty and there's no threats in the graveyard to be resuscitated. Well, that's actually kind of funny. This is like the one combination that I was going to say, is if they have... Ooh, we're a lucky, lucky boy. Alright, search your library for a card. Tear Asunder might actually be what the doctor ordered. Liliana's pretty good, too. But also, I think that, like, often the biggest absolute face smasher here... Is my other Cruelty of Gix in here? Yeah, both of them in there. You just go Cruelty of Gix into Cruelty of Gix. Are there any lands in here? There's a Riveteers Overlook. I think Soul of Windgrace is going to be fine here. Alright, let's get this. This is a wee bit painful, not gonna lie. Alright. I think there's another argument to be made that I should have... Oh, that's great. Alright, so here's the play. Here's the play. I'm gonna swing like this. Riveteers Overlook to get the final card from our deck. Now, one of two things is gonna happen. My opponent could block with this, which is what we expect. That will die. And then we'll play Liliana of the Veil, and then we can Titan of Industry to blow this up next turn. The other one is that the Titan of Industry... Oh, this fucking thing. Nice. Alright, that's actually super fun. The other one is that this blocks, and then I would play Meathook Massacre to sweep it all. Great. I wanted to play this one next turn. Perfecto.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Great. This will start to shrink things. Mm-hmm. Ziatora's Proving Ground no good here. We run forward. My god. It was... The error that I made in this game, I think, was like a few turns ago, running the Cruelty of Gix and getting the wrong thing there.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Now I think we actually lose 100% of the time because my opponent can get Toxrill from this thing. I'm just doing it for the health.
Under my watch,
I think I need to start plussing. Sure. Sorin for a Sorin.
Blood for knowledge, a fair trade.
Rats, rats, rats. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. If I can get to 9, I'm so relieved my opponent didn't play Toxrill. Like, super unbelievably relieved.
You won't be outsmarting me.
This is shitty. Hopefully my opponent just doesn't attack. Damn it. Alright, see if we can get some magic going. It's actually so funny how much Cruelty of Gix can just flip everything on a dime. So we're dead. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm bummed. I am bummed. Damn, damn, damn. It was nearly the perfect first game, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's shake a little rust off. Shake the rust off. It was the turn when I played the first Cruelty of Gix. First Cruelty of Gix. Deck needs more crabs. I'll work on it. This opening hand's perfectly fine. Jund deck loses to other Jund deck. It is the true weakness. The truest weakness. Alright. A lot of Reckoner Bangbusters. Oh, look at this. Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia. It's so funny. The fact that my opponent had a Cruelty of Gix and a Titan of Industry in the hand, both of those specifically, was difficult to deal with. But that's alright. So let's discard 2 cards. Do I want to discard anything? Maybe just this Karplusan Forest. Tear Asunder I actually quite like. That's even better. So I'm actually going to play the Deathcap Glade. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing right now. Obviously, Graveyard Trespasser will kill this. Cruelty of Gix is an absolute oppressor in this matchup. Because now, if my opponent has Sheoldred, I can discard it right now. Nothing, only removal. Great, perfect, perfectly fine. Absolutely terrific. I wanted to get this down before an Invoke Despair occurred. Great. We're losing some stuff. All right. A lot of creature removal type stuff, and this is actually where I quite like Sorin. Liliana is also completely fine too. But I think that this is probably the best one to do. This is how I think we really choke our opponent. We play Lily. Lily makes this one go away. And then we Tear Asunder this on our main phase.
Sacrifices must be made.
I think this is right. Oh yeah, the jazzy new Capenna track. Mm-hmm. Meathook for 2. Perfect. Unbelievable. I don't want to exile any of those. I suppose we'll just do this. Do this.
We all have things we'd rather.
And I just go for draw here. Straight up.
Necessary.
I just always do it. Dude, you can get to -7 so fast.
Dire tactics.
Invoke Despair is this, and then nothing. And then I leave Sorin. Sure.
A fight? And you think you can win?
This Graveyard Trespasser is all over the place. Alright, let's do this. Great. Love teachings to Kirin. Let's chuck Sulfurous Springs.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Probably Cut Down is going to go. Or we're going to play something that Cut Down would like to hit. And I'm going to hang on to the Ziatora's Proving Ground. No. There's a Lily there. I need to play this out. And I cannot stress to you enough that this deck is so fun to play. It is so stupidly fun to play. Alright, what are we doing? Okay. Alright. It's pretty big, huh?
Don't overthink things.
Alright, so you can actually sack this. Boink.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Dude, I have -7 to this guy so many times. I can't even tell you. I love -17. Just blasting something for 13. Oh! It's so good.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Let's get Toxrill up there, baby.
My ways are not for the
Right.
weak.
Dude, I'm so excited.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Sacrifice a slug? Are any of these slugs? Okay. Dude, this is gonna be awesome. I truly can't wait.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
All right, let me just -7 this. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, that feels good.
Fight.
Ooh, that feels good.
Have my vengeance.
All right, no, I guess we'll just exile this fucking sleeper. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Goodbye. Bing, bang, bong. So let's do just a few more games of best of 1, and then I really want to try to start repairing this best of 3. And much like the fact that we lost the first game, I think largely to our own gameplay, there's a lot of wiggle room for execution in this fucking deck. And I'm out of fizzy waters. And they're gone. I don't actually think this is that great of a hand. And I think Teachings of the Kirin and Fable the Mirror Breaker are so good. I think that this is very close. Have you bought a fridge to store your fizzy water yet, Sean? I haven't, Digital Monkey Master, but I'm recently drawing inspiration from the inimitable Brian Kibler. I think I'm getting a fridge somewhere. You know, I've been talking about this with Brit a lot. Like, we originally moved here as like, hey, let's go from San Francisco to Los Angeles and move here. Okay? And so we moved into this apartment, and it was kind of going to be like, you know, live here for a year, and then we'll find somewhere else new. And then the pandemic was, like, really starting, and we were like, all right, well, let's just kind of chill here a little and see what happens. So we've been here for 2.5 years now. And the weird thing is that because we got here with this idea that this was temporary, we never really, like, set up the place to be, like, a home base, you know? And so, for instance, this room is pretty barren. Like, I mean, there's a bunch of boxes because we're going to try to move again, but that got temporarily held off again. So I have a bunch of stuff packed. Like this room, I don't have any art hung up. I have a bookshelf with half of it populated. I have 2 cat castles. It's like just things haven't really been unpacked. And I've just been like watching other people's streams lately. And Britt and I have been talking about like, dude, let's like really set up our own space, you know, have it really be ours. Because let me tell you, it's like super easy to just not do that. I don't know about you when you're just like, man, I really want to set things up to be awesome. Oh, well, I guess I'll just play a game of Dota. Dude, Wells, man, can't even handle the heat. This is why this deck rules. Laser, it says, missed the deck intro. What does Teaching of Kirin do in this deck? Well, I'll get to show you twice. It is probably my favorite card in this list. It does so many valuable things for 2 mana. Milling 3 cards allows me to have more targets for Soul of Windgrace and Cruelty of Gix's Resurrection. Teachings of the Kirin also makes a 1/1, which is very nice for blocking, being aggressive, a little bit against control lists. And also when it flips to Kirin Touched Orochi, we have the ability to attack and exile cards from graveyards to get even more stuff. All of these are very slight, very tiny. It's a bunch of marginal benefits that accumulate to be just so good. Dude, Sumnat, you capture this perfectly. He says, I feel that. I had to move across the country for work during the pandemic, and that's hard to find a good place. So we settled for a fine place, figuring we'd move later. But not setting up that fine place makes it feel worse, and start debating if it's worth setting up, even for short term, just to feel better while we look for somewhere else. Yes. Owned. 2-1 on the day. Everyone needs to eat shit. Digital Monkey Master, it's good to see you twice. Aren't you supposed to be working, Digital Monkey Master? Mr. Zaboo says there are so many purchases I've been putting off till I get a house for like a decade now. Perfect opening hand. Alright, so is this one of these? Alright, not 100% on what this list is going to be. But I would anticipate that we are going to be up against some kind of Esper aggro, or it's just, oh, it's actually proper banned. I think I know the list. I think I know the list. So I'm going to wait, because Wedding Announcement is a popular one. There's also some other 2-drop things that are popular ones. So either they get rid of this, and then I kill the Anointed Peacekeeper, or they get rid of this, and then I Infernal Grasp the Anointed Peacekeeper. This card has gotten really popular recently, and it's amazing. Because this says, as Anointed Keeper enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand and choose any card. The spells that your opponent casts with the chosen name cost 2 more to cast. Like, as it's entering, that's different than when Anointed Peacekeeper enters the battlefield. Because when it enters the battlefield, what that would mean is that the Anointed Peacekeeper would land, and then I could Infernal Grasp it before it gets to pick a card. With this, it's happening as it is entering. I'm almost always discarding these Titans of Industry. We really need to destroy that guy, like, real bad. Can you hold this one back? Tempting one to do is to exile one of these, which would make a 1/1, which then means this can block. That's a bit painful. I think I do need to do this main phase. I do like Tear Asunder. These are just colorless spirit tokens. They're not artifacts, so I can't hit it with this, but that's fine. I know this looks a little crazy to do, but I need this for swinging to be able to make this Titan of Industry pop next turn. Woo! Woo! I mean, we may still just die. Let's make no mistake about that. Okay. This card is amazing. We're going to be doing this deck in a moment. Now, one of the reasons that we run 4 Titan of Industries in the list is this very moment. Enchantments are everywhere. So this is one of the reasons why I'm running 2 Tear Asunders in the main and 4 Titans of Industry in the main. And I have yet more things that can smash in the sideboard. Smash enchantments in the sideboard. This is 7 and 7 is 14 and 4, so... Can I swing out? Yeah, I can swing out. That's the one card that does hurt us quite a bit, but I think it's fine. I hope you are ready to lose.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Bang, bong. So we went to 1 in this game. And I'd like to let this be an example of why this list is so fun to play. There's just a lot of, like, tiny, marginal decisions being made all over the place that can win or lose. Let's do one more in best of 1, and then let's transition to best of 3. Where I'll do a deeper intro to the sideboard, which, again, I'm not feeling very good about. Not entirely sure. Alright, so it is the Esper colors. Esper colors. I think the best card in Esper is either Rafine. Oh. Either Rafine or the wedding announcement. I love seeing this card show up. It's just amazing. So, I mean, one of the reasons why, again, I love Teachings of the Kirin, look how many lands are in the bin for our Soul of Windgrace. Look at the pressure. Look at the pressure. And now we can Cruelty of Gix, which we'll go... I mean, I will do Cruelty of Gix to read ahead, and then get Cruelty of Gix. Fantastic. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First, I'm going to swing like this. I'm going to exile non-creature card. We're going to get this Rite of Oblivion. Okay, bye-bye. Now, I have an option. I can Cruelty of Gix for Chapter 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Let's take a peek at their hand. This board is, like, very, very scary. Great, Meathook Massacre, no problem. All right, yeah, we're winning. We are a winning gamer. X equals 2, yep. Now, I want to know, that was 4 things that died, but that was just a 2 for 1. Gix into Gix into Gix, baby. Who's going back in there? All right. Now, if you think that I'm not getting the third Cruelty of Gix, you'd be crazy, but I unfortunately already drew it in my hand. Goodness. Sorin. Life. Yeah. I mean, this is just revolting, you know. Okay. Oh my god, doesn't it feel good? I like Jund. The only game we lose is because we're pilot. Shield red is good.
I take no joy in the slaughter. It's necessary. You fight for me now.
Why is it called Jund? Once upon a time, they just came up with those names, is basically it. So, our opponent is playing, blue, black, white. It's called Esper, for some reason. Take some damage here. I don't want Edgar out. Edgar has the weird property that it says when Edgar Charmed Room dies, return to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. So you can actually feed them. Yeah, Meathook Massacre is just not, like, the very best card. So let's take a peek at the side. Let's take a peek at the side. So the way that I'm thinking about the sideboard is if I am up against someone that is more control-y, we have duresses, pilfers. These are just ways to make them discard. So obviously I would replace some of our creature removal, like cut downs and Meathook Massacres, with those. Then I have Squee, Dubious Monarch, which is a really annoying recurring threat against big hard control lists, and of course a Sorin the Mirthless for the value. I don't really know what the rest of the list should look like. I'm running like several I think these Meathook Massacres shouldn't be here. Actually, I just don't think we ever need that many Meathook Massacres. But I think Tear Asunder has been very good for me. I like running these if I see Reckoner Bangbusters. Unleash the Inferno is really good against Selesnya enchantment lists to be able to pick off a creature and then the excess rollover damage deals some more. You know, here's actually kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Riveteers Charm has been very... Artspan says, Meathook Massacre used to be so good before they nerfed it. Now it's just kind of meh. I don't play Alchemy. I don't play Alchemy at all. So I'm using the old good one. This is okay. It's not great. I think I actually need a mulligan, because this Toxrill, if we remove it, that's not a very good... There we go. That's quite good. Meathook Massacre goes. Alright, so we see to Espers. I fucking hate this card. Oh, I hate this card. I hate this card, man. Hey, let's play best of 3. I see Thalia, and I'm like, I literally need to set myself on fire. This card is so obnoxious. Heartspan says, I only play Commander, and it's nerfed in that. I didn't know Commander followed Alchemy rules. Yeah, Heartspan, in Magic, cards do not, at all, get nerfed. There's no such thing as a nerf in traditional Magic, ever. You know what I'm in the mood for? Pain.
No more distractions.
You.
Let's make this quick.
They only get banned.
One of your friends
With
has
the
to
release of digital stuff, Magic the Gathering started to introduce the idea.
I'm tired of your secrets.
You know, Sulfurous Springs has actually been the thing that has been owning me in this game. Feeling rather dead. Yeah, so I think there has occasionally been changes to cards in what is known as errata. Dude, this lady just... Oh, she fucking owned me. Oh. I cannot even believe how owned I was due to Thalia, Guardian of Raven. Oh, I did this in the wrong order, didn't I? Alright. I'm being dumb.
I'm done here. It's no fun.
Dude, this Sulfurous Spring has been hurting me so much. Rafine is going to be the one to kill us. So this is going to be a good matchup to run the cut downs. Rafine gets hit by cut down. Thalia, Elias, Adeline. These will all get hit. This seems like a relatively weak Meathook Massacre list. These are all legendary. Alright. Yowzers. I think there's a single thing that saves us. I was running 2 Sulfurous Springs, and I'm trying out 3. Feels a little bit like, okay. So they have a lot of legendary thingies. So, I think that... Oh, I removed the cut downs from the sideboard, didn't I? Fuck. I want those back. Ooh, I want those 2 cut downs in the sideboard back. Alright, I now know some changes that I will make. So the Meathook Massacre is very Tenacious Underdog is very I even think Toxrill is very But I think that more targeted removal is going to be terrific. I think Tear Asunders should be good, but I actually want to get the Riveteers Charms in instead, because this is sacrifice with the highest value. I think this is about fine. What's the 1 black card that exiles and brings something back? Or both if you have an artifact and enchantment. Oh, that's like soul transfer. I think there's only... I'm trying to think of the ways in which we make artifacts in the list. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of ways. I mean, Soul Transfer is great due to the Exile keyword. I love Exile. Better. Butter. Let's go ahead and go with red first. Because if I go red first, this gives me the option to, on turn 3, slam down. Actually, I think that should have been green, so that way I could turn 2 Swamp and Tear Asunder, then turn 3 Riveteers Outlook, turn 4 Deathcap Glade. I think it's generally good if you have enough mana sources in hand. Like, 5 is about what I feel like I need to hit every game to be in good shape. And if I'm at 5... I follow you. If I'm at 5, I typically want a Riveteers first to thin the deck to increase the probability of drawing non-lands. But if I'm at like 3, and I have the choice between a Riveteers and a Ziatora's Proving Ground, I'll typically play Ziatora's because I don't want to thin my deck. I want to have more land in there. This card is so obnoxious, man. Didn't I just play this? I do think this is correct. Alright. Thalia is a total buzzkill, man. I do need that pair of cut downs on the side. That is for damn sure. For damn sure. So, I'm near certain that my opponent is running a largely legendary-only type thing. Oh, Eaten Alive Exiles? Holy shit, this guy fucking owns. I still think it was correct to cut the Meathook Massacre, I think. Not 100%, but I think. If I'm being entirely honest, this is the very first time I've played against this list. This is Black-White Legends. God, this is a great tech to use. So I'm going to wait till combat, and then I'm going to make them sacrifice this card. Exile is just such a juicy keyword. So I guess if I had known that Jadar was in this, I think it would have been correct for me to keep Meathook Massacre. Any of your enchantments, right? And this is why I was harping so much on, oh my god, I need cut down. Because cut down is the way to deal with Thalia, just straight up. Okay. We may have lost our first best of 3, but that is fine. Give me 1 second. Good. I mean, I'm probably going to eat this. like this, I think is correct. Then I have to Tear Asunder this guy. Still can't do anything about this. Because this is going to cost 6 mana to cast. Are you sure you want to kill the thing that's killing you? I don't know. I don't know. Man, this list is really good. I genuinely was surprised to see the blue in there, because I understood this to be black-white. I mean, obviously this has blue, but there are so few dual lands, people are running these triomes as ways to do that stuff. If only I'd had the cut downs. Decline. Pinfieldorf says, "Is Esper the new Jund?" Oh my God, you've been reading BuzzFeed. You're from the internet. That's a Kotaku title. That's some Kotaku shit right there, man. Is A the new B? Is Apex Legends the new Fortnite? Is House of Dragons the new Game of Thrones? I guess that literally is true. Pinfieldor says, "How fucking dare you suggest I'm a Keikaku?" I don't know what that is. Is a Keikaku a reader of Kotaku? If so, then that is hilarious. Because, dude, Keikaku means plan. Well, I'll be honest, I really don't get it. I, like, unfucking believably, like, don't get it at all. Toxrill would be an absolute smacker right here, man. Alright, thanks, deck. Fucking positive, dude. You know, here's the thing. Like, okay, so I don't know if any of you have been following this, but there is real drama in chess. Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, after a game versus a player named Hans Niemann, withdrew from a tournament. Magnus lost the game. And of course, anytime Magnus Carlsen loses, everyone's like, "Holy shit, he fucking lost. It's fucking crazy, holy shit." And people started to go, "Oh my gosh, did Magnus withdraw because of cheating?" And then it started to swirl that Hans Niemann had cheated in the past. Oh my god. And then Magnus Carlsen paired against Hans Niemann in a tournament. And Magnus resigned after 2 moves. And everyone was like, "Oh, shit." Right. We're dead. So he draws his tournament after 2 moves. And everyone's just like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" And then all of a sudden, like, more information starts to come out about, like, my god, Hans Niemann's actually cheated more than people ever thought possible. And so on and yada, yada, yada. People are starting to lose their mind. I don't think I need this Sorin. I don't think. Cut down. And then Magnus Carlsen made an actual public statement that was very lawyery. But it was the most dunk, bomb drop, but also clearly reviewed by a lawyer thing I have ever read. And the thing is, this is a great question. Jellicent says, how is it possible to cheat in a game like chess? Well, the fact of the matter is, chess engines are astonishingly way crazy much better than human beings. And I might compare it a little bit to, like, if you had a machine that was making shots in a game of basketball or in golf that could perfectly compute everything that's going on with the air pressure and all this shit. You know, obviously it would be able to, with incredible accuracy, make the shot every single time. And so, like... Oh, shit. Is this a control list? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, like, you know, there's situations where, in chess, because every move, everything is so ridiculously, unbelievably fragile. If you mess up one thing once, my god, that could be it for you. So these chess engines that are able to avoid these types of mistakes in this sort of situation, chess engines are just, like, way, way, way better than humans. Just straight up way better. And so, cheating has occurred when someone is in a tournament and they have a chess engine on their screen helping determine what the best moves are, and so on. Alright, well, I guess I fucking lose. Look at this. Chess is not a solved game, by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, getting stuck on 2 land is just... It is what it is. So, let's see here. Some counter magic in this. Looks like another Legends list. Still think Meathook Massacre is probably not good here. I think Tenacious Underdog is probably not good here. I'm kind of tempted to put in some more hand disruption. I'm not sure these are there. Squee is really only good if it's like a Azorius control list that does not have creatures. Here's the thing. I mean, I see a make disappear here. This immediately makes me want to go duress, pilfer, pilfer. And I actually think that a pair of Riveteers Charm is a fair thing to do. I don't think the Meathook Massacre is going to hit very many things. This gets around ward effects. Sorin would be good. So let me pull out Toxrill and put in Sorin. Now, if I had seen my opponent have a lot of 1/1s, like the last list, I would keep in Toxrill, I would keep in the Meathooks. This is okay. So anyways, So the accusation is if someone was feeding Hans Niemann information of what a chess engine was suggesting, then, you know, that's fucking that, huh? Mads Carlson seems to believe that, yes, that is what is going on. That was what has happened. So what do I think is more valuable? Do I think a Fable or a Liliana is more valuable? I think a Liliana is more valuable here. So, I mean... this makes me very pleased with my duress pilfer. Like, Jesus Christ. Because, I mean, there's a type of control-ish list
One of
that
your
really
friends
is
has
about
to leave.
getting out and protecting single powerful creatures like a Shauna. Sick. Oh, sick, dude. This Phyrexian Missionary is showing up so much more.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
The right choice, I believe.
Violence is necessary. Set things right. You will serve me well.
Now, a very important question is, why is Sean talking about any of this at all? This is the scary creature, but perfect.
Oh.
Like, why
cute
am I
art.
going on and on and on about this stuff? Unlicensed voice.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Why am I talking about this chess.com drama? Well, people were asking the question, well, if Hans Niemann cheated and he was like scanned with a metal detector, how could he have been getting fed any information? And a joke that someone said on Reddit is that Hans Niemann had anal beads that were vibrating with information. Which is fucking so funny, but for some reason this spread like wildfire. Like, everyone was talking about this fucking anal bead Morse code shit. Until I was listening to like an NPR podcast that was like, and of course there is a prevailing theory on the internet that Hans Niemann has been receiving information through, we apologize to our listeners for the crudeness, anal beads with Morse code. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? This is fucking hilarious. Holy shit, man. Yeah, let's take this. Oh my god, it's the best shit ever, man. I mean, it was unbelievable. So. Alright, Rhino and kill the hearse. So, dude, oh my fucking god, like, so Kotaku saw that Magnus Carlsen made a post calling out Hans Niemann and titled it, Magnus Carlsen Addresses Anal Beads Controversy, which he absolutely fucking didn't do. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I saw that and I didn't click the article at all. This is all to say that Pinfeldorf is basically exactly like that. Sure. Show me what I got.
Blood for knowledge.
Blood
A
for
fair
knowledge.
Trade.
Arguable to not chuck that away, but I'm a gamer. I'll never be any different than a gamer. Nude chest the only way. I know. With a full search of all cavities. I mean, this one's actually an issue.
My ways are not for the weak.
I think this is correct. Because if this swings and then draws 3, we can just win on the following turn. Or we won't.
aggression has not gone unnoticed. Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Amazing. Can't block this 3 die immediately. Alright. Okie dokie. I'm real worried about those early fuckers, man. I'm real worried about that. Let me think here. Denick is a bit of a pain. Denick can be hit by cut downs. I actually think this is mostly good. Peeling the Pilfers, and I'm going to go for the Tear Asunders. I mean, these are more pricey and all that good stuff, but, like, if I see an... Actually, maybe 2 Tear Asunders is fine. Unlicensed Hearse is something that you'd want to pop early. And it messes with me some, but it doesn't mess with me, like, a whole lot. I don't know. I like Tear Asunders. And I actually don't think my opponent has that many. I don't think there's really that many removal type spells. I'm not worried about. I think we're gonna win now. So I have 5. So do this for black. Then we'll probably be up against nothing. Amazing. Yeah, no green to be able to cast Shauna. So this is Esper. Countered, I think that's okay. What does this fucker do? Alright. I'm gonna put a stop here. In case of shield red break glass, you know. Let's see what's up. Airtight Resurrected. This is legendary, so if my opponent has another one. Sure. Do this before my turn. So, I mean, if there's no green land here, we just immediately win. This is the one that I prefer is countered, if anything.
Happy to help. I've always hated clouds.
Yeah, that felt good. That felt challenging and good. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, I'm actually curious about what y'all think of the following. Well, I'm curious what you think all about the following. Okay. What is your opinion on someone who has cheated in the past? What they deserve? Because, like, when I was younger, I was just like, well, I think that they should be banned forever. I'm 16 and I have hormones and people need to pay for things. I want a girlfriend so bad. I need to mulligan this because I cannot cast any of my cards. I need to mulligan this because I cannot cast any of my cards. This is it. Because I'm a big believer in redemption. I'm a big believer in redemption. Big ol' believer. It's a junglist. I'm not feeling good. Because I like the idea of, you know, second chances with conditions and verification, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of encouragement. I absolutely need to destroy this now, because if my opponent is able to do some sort of turn 4 shenaniganry, that would freak me right the fuck out. Because I like the idea also, too, of being very open about the verification and the double checking, you know, like, hey, very excited to see, for instance, like, you know, so there's a player named Alice, you know, was caught in that cheating scandal several years ago, had an extra search beforehand, and we're very pleased that so-and-so has been playing very, 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 very well. Oh, a Nishoba Brawler. I think I'm just going hard for the cards, man.
I take no joy in a slaughter, but it's necessary. Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Going hard for the card. Oh, this is 5 colors, huh? Nishoba. I'm gonna see some black, huh? Oh, wow. I know exactly what I'm doing. Gotta do like this. I mean, we're looking dead. We're looking dead, but I'm rooting for me. I'm rooting for me.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
I now wish I had meat hooked and then -2. No, I think this is fine. I think this is just too essential to do right now. And this is a matchup where I'll probably board out the Meathook Massacre in favor of single targeters. Bing bong. The Reckoner Bangbuster starts, damn it, attacking and not drawing, then that's gonna hurt. And yeah, what if someone keeps cheating?
I will
I
not abandon
think that longer bans, but not permanent bans, are good. We're gonna hunt for green here. Ziatora's is actually gonna be tough to do anything with, but thanks to this Goblin Shaman, we can probably swing and blow up the Bangbuster next turn. Wow, if we're actually able to win this game, or even the amount of stabilizing we've done, I've been incredibly pleased with. Yeah, because I think that, like, a lot of my inspiration of how to manage a community, how to behave, how to treat people who are getting out of line is taken directly from the early TeamLiquid.net forums, where if you were out of line, you got a 2-day ban. Couldn't post. Then you'd come back. And let's say you were fine for a few months, and then you came back, and you were out of line, 2-day ban. And if someone just did this, every few months they got out of line, and they got a 2-day ban, this might actually be our ticket to win it here. Unbelievable! Holy shit! The Goblin Shaman lives! And then if someone, like, got a 2-day ban, and then they came back, and they were kind of being a jerk. Week-long ban. Then suppose they come back, they're kind of being a jerk. 2-week ban. Come back, they're kind of being a jerk. 2-month ban, right? It was just this escalation. I feel totally Tear Asunder. Alright, this is, I mean, we're getting a wee bit close to death. Reflection TKG goes off, we're gonna be fine. Probably Workshop or Chief. Standard is so cool right now, dude. Holy shit. Oh, man, these things can be blowed up. So my alarm just went off. To remind all of you that DK30 is coming up on October 19. October 19. It's a pretty sick play, actually. Okay, so this has trample, this has trample. These two do not, however. There it is. There's the block. Who's life? Who's life? Who's life? We don't want to play this because we're going to start it next turn with Fable and Mire Breaker. This is a pickle. Awesome! Look at this, because you can pay 5 and sack it to draw 3 cards. And then with Sarah Paragon, you can replay this. Oh, dude, yo, that's sick. difficult for us not to win next turn. So now that we've passed the end step, when we do this... Because we've passed the end step, this doesn't go away. So let's see, this is... There's one open. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 total toughness. And I would be swinging with 21 trample damage. So 21 minus 17 is going to be... Well, I guess you can only block... No, you could actually block all of that. So we should fish for something better. And we really shit the bed. This is actually pretty good. Great. Oh, I should have swung with that button, shouldn't I have? I forgot about Meathook Massacre damage. Oh, there we go. Let me tell you, I really forgot about Meathook Massacre damage. Make no mistake about it. So this guy just has creatures all over the place here, huh? Why did my game get really bright all of a sudden? Right. Do I even change that much stuff? Oh, and we mulliganed to 5 in that game. Ooh, I love my list. So... So I don't think these cut downs are very good. I don't think they're very good because rarely is it actually going to do stuff. I think Meathook is really relevant because my opponent's list is quite slow. So I think the Tear Asunders... I pull out Tenacious Underdog with some frequency. This is a very good... well-rounded card, but I think that, like, if I'm putting in Riveteers Charm, this replaces some of the draw effect loss that I lose out of Tenacious Underdog. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just, like, blunt the growth of my opponent. Because they seem like they need quite a few cards. Like the Nishima Brawler needs a couple of these Topiary Stompers, and we also need some land to be able to leverage the power of some of these other cards. So, like, you know, I think this is probably good for me to go in this order. I think this for green is the play. So I talked about this earlier, but I think this is a small optimization that normally would go unnoticed. But right now, I have 5 lands. That's about the amount of lands where I'm like, I'm good. I can cast everything I want. I mean, obviously, I can't cast the Titan of Industry, but all my other cards, yes. And so, because of that, I'm going to play the Riveteers Outlook first, which removes 1 land from the deck, increasing the probability of drawing non-land cards. And I do need to play the Sulfurous Springs when I do this, so I can Liliana Deathcap Glade next. So I'm doing it like this instead of playing Ziatora's Proving Ground first. Because if I did Ziatora's Proving Ground instead of Riveteers, that land would stay in the deck. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Liliana, and I'm going to not attack.
Enough with the mysteries.
This needs to be able to block that one. And then I'll have the Soul of Windgrace out. Amazing. Absolutely spectacular news. Yes, see what I mean by, like, this takes some time to actually, like, grow into something. And then what we really want to do is kind of be, like, melting their growth rates. So, Titan of Industry is always a good target to discard, because we have Cruelty of Gix, and of course, because they cost 7. Soul of Windgrace, though, means that this Titan of Industry is likely to be able to get there. Opponent's still missing white and blue to be able to activate this Courier's Briefcase. So for now, this is just like a treasure. And I really like when I'm just upping Liliana to destroy cards in hand. That feels great. Alright, got it. Oh, that's some nasty shit. Alright. I'm going to do each player discards a card, and I'm going to discard the Infernal Grasp. We have some redundancy, which is fine to just peel out under this circumstance. So, of course, I'm going to swing like this, and I'm going to exile from their graveyard Titan of Industry. I think this is going great. Oh my god, I love our junglist so much! Oh god! Fucking love it. It's a massacre. Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna exile the top 3 cards. The Reckoner Bangbuster is just gonna draw a card here. So I just don't think it is that relevant. Oh shit. Oh, you have to discard this, that's right. Alright, well that's fine. I'm not going to plus her. I don't want to discard a card. I need to pop this briefcase. Fine to chump. Destroy an artifact, make a rhino, destroy the thing that draws cards. Oh, this is so good. I think I'm getting the hang of this puppy. We're going to do one more best of 3 after this, and then we're going to switch to Bant Mind Control. think I actually just chump, because I think I want the 4/4 for future blocks. Another one of these. Destroy an artifact. Make a rhino. Destroy this artifact. This is basically a creature at this point. I'm gonna keep attacking the hand when I can.
Don't overthink.
Nice. I think we're okay to attack here. Nice. Genuinely just noticed Titan of Industry is made of buildings. I know, it's such a good pun. It's such a good... That's the best. I just did this turn, I feel. I feel like I was just here. I think this is fine.
A delay, nothing more.
Alright. Big ol' empty board. I want to do it on their turn. That's obnoxious. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that we're just gonna bank a Titan of Industry right off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Not you. Not bad at all. Now, Takenuma Abandoned Mine, I cannot discard, because it's not in my hand, so I can't do the channeling. The Toxrill is fantastic regardless. This guy's amazing. So at the end of each step, put a slime counter on those things, and they just keep getting smaller. Heck yeah. I love this idiot. Dude, he's just sliming him. He's just slopping him up, man. Doesn't have trample, I don't think. So whenever enemy creatures die, they're gonna get turned into slimed. Oh, yeah. If you duplicated Toxrill, would the extra slime counter go out before it gets sacrificed? It would not, because when you copy it... So, anytime you're doing an action, you're within a phase. So, I'm within a phase, right? I'm in it. So, if I copy, I'm still within a phase. I have to sacrifice 1 to the legend rule, because we're still in that phase. And then, we might go from main 2, transition from that to the end step, at which point there is the in-between things at the beginning of your so-and-so. Alright, slop them up. I know this looks kind of stupid, but my opponent has been running a lot of weird cards, and the one card that is super common in this meta that I am specifically concerned about is the Wandering Empress. 6. I just realized it doesn't work. Shouldn't have done that. I had a little brain fart moment. In my mind, I was like, ooh, if I Meathook Massacre, my opponent will lose 1 life for each thing of mine that dies. But the way that it actually works under the hood is that all my I gain 1 life triggers go on the stack, and then all of my opponent's Meathook Massacres, hey, you gain 1 life, then that goes on the stack. Because that's the order that it goes in, they heal all before I damage them. Now I'm going to swing out with the team. We'll see what villain does, but you know, I'm feeling optimistic. Riveteers Overlook might actually be really relevant. Excellent. Ted Man says, I love Toxrill. Seems totally insane if it can stick just a couple turns. Yeah, and often, like, you only need it for 1 turn. Meathook for the win? Can't. Because again, when I play this, all my creatures die, and the first thing that goes on the stack, not resolves, but goes on the stack, is going to be, say, 10, my opponent loses 1 life trigger. So that goes on the stack. Before resolving, my opponent has a Meathook Massacre that says whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. So then that is going to go on top. So they'll go heal, 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 and then it'll be my turn, and it'll be death, 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 death. Tron Legacy says, Meathook for 0 would negate their healing essentially, but leaves no backup for if we get wiped. But the reverse is true, so it would give us backup if we get wiped. Because if I have a Meathook Massacre out, and on their turn, they board wipe us, all of those damage triggers of theirs would go on first, and then my deal damage triggers would go on, and I would deal damage to them before they heal. Last best of 3. Last best of 3. Let's see if we can pull it off. We've lost 1 best of 3 and 1 best of 1. That's good as shit. I think this is okay enough. This is really good insurance. Looks like it is mono black. So we'll smash this for probably red, I guess. I really want to thin the deck of things. Well, that is an interesting little change.
This is is my
I'm gonna go for the
home,
discard a
and I don't
card
appreciate it when I'm tired
play.
of your secrets.
You know, I don't need no stupid Karplusan Forest. AppNap? Yes, that's the correct acronym. Active player stuff goes on the stack first, and then the non-active player stuff goes on the stack first. Stack second.
You couldn't be more annoying.
Teachings of the Kirin is amazing on turn 2 through. It gets less amazing as time goes on.
You stop. Let your blade do the talking.
I'm gonna do this. Riveteering for some help, and I'm gonna plus her. And put into the bin Teachings of the Kirin.
We all have things we'd like.
I think this is right.
We've got the edge
Okay.
in this fight.
Interesting, huh? It's a rather cute move. How do I want to do this? How do we want to do this? Let's do like this. I don't want to make it invulnerable. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Off you go.
This isn't going to be drawing anymore. This will, but that's okay. Sarah Paragon. Man, we're seeing some great lists lately. So if we take a look, this has been...
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Sure. Destroy this, heal this. Destroy target artifact, Mega Rhino. Destroy this, I guess we don't heal. So now this is a 5 power dude. It's fine. Oh shit, this is any permanent, that's right. So that was not a useful play. This is the one card that I'm always looking for answers against.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Here's my plan. Whoa, whoa. Invoke Despair is really good, but I don't think it's broken. I think that if you like Teachings of the Kirin, honestly, are just great against it. So now we have Teachings of the Kirin and Cruelty of Gix, the Stone Cold Nuts.
Keep watch for intruders.
I think that this is actually probably better to just run down. Yeah, I actually missed the play where I do a small Meathook Massacre to kill the tokens, and then -2 Lily to hit the Paragon. That would have been the good play for sure. So sorry, our soul's been transferred to another castle. Okay. Really, you want to play that? Okay. Plus on here.
fast and strike hard.
If I can chain some Aganjas, or should we chain some Cruelties? That's amazing. Nice, really nice. Pleases me to see it.
Oh, it's on.
Probably get that Sarah Paragon back.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Gross. Alright, Cruelty into Cruelty. That seems good. Titan of Industry. Rules, dude. I love this card. I love this card, man.
Drop it.
Oh my. Oh, that feels so good. Alright, so let's do Creature, Enchantment, Planeswalker, and this is what I mean when I say if you can neuter and invoke Despair, you can really crush a lot of the black matchups. And Teachings of the Kirin is an all-star for achieving that.
May your blade strike true.
Nobody knows Dominaria.
Shit is nasty,
Your
huh?
friends has to leave.
Cruelty is really good. 3 feels like the right number. I'm running 3 Lilies, 3 Gixes, and 3 Soul of Windgraces, and those feel like the right numbers.
Don't think things.
God, this game just felt... Oh shit, there's no creatures in there anymore. Okay. Alright. So I do think that Tear Asunders and Unleash the Infernos are pretty good here. Because I think the fact of the matter is... they basically are leveraging Wedding Announcement for some early delay, and then are trying to get bigger with restorations. Emperors, Invoke Despairs, stuff like this. They don't really have that many other small things, just like a Spirited Companion, which is like whatever. So, interestingly, I think that Meathook is not really that necessary here. If I am able to blow up the crap out of my opponent's enchantments as they're falling, I think that they just start to crumble. So I'm going to pull out the Tenacious Underdog. Do I want cut downs? We might not want the cut downs. I'm going to do Riveteers Charm. I think we peel up a little bit. Well... I actually think Pilfer might be fair here. Or even Duress. Yeah, I actually like this a lot. I like this. If the choice is between Duress and Pilfer... Oh, one sec. We got a fruit fly. Fucker. This for black. If I have the choice between Duress and Pilfer, 99.999% of the time, I'm going Duress. Like, the fact that it is 1 mana is disproportionately high value. I mean, that's crazy high value. So I think that a lot of times with, like, unlicensed hearse, people think that they just, like, are destroying my deck. Because a lot of the Jund lists are Reanimator lists. But mine is not. It has some reanimation to it. But it's just a lot of, like, good, clean value. Unlicensed Hearst is annoying enough, though, that it is, I claim, correct to pick it off. Sure. So this is just a nice little twofer. Maybe I do want the meat hooks. Not sure. I think this is okay. Boy, was that a good call to get all those various enchantment deletion and removal cards, huh? Two turns away from being able to invoke Despair. And it has to be exactly black-black. I think this is actually the biggest threat right now. There's that one too. No, I think... this is a tough one. I think this is still the best card there. I think actually I want to not run the Duresses. I think I don't want to run the Duresses, and I'll explain why in a moment. I don't want this going to the graveyard with some sort of resuscitation.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. To go how you think.
My opponent is gonna... Yeah, just draw. Yeah, okay, here's the reason why I don't think Duress was the right thing to run here. I think my opponent is trying to run a lot of really good value cards. Wedding Announcement is a really good value card. Wandering Emperor is a really good value card. Invoke Despair, you know, hell, even Tenacious Underdog. These are all just, like, solid value creatures.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Cruelty of Gix. See the farewell right there. Yeah, they're trying to run lots of things that get long-term value, which is different from, like, if there's a control list, I can duress away the key cards that are keeping them alive to go under and kill them. Or if it's a control versus control matchup, I can do the duress to remove their key control cards so I can go over the top of them. But I think this list, what I want to do is more so attack and neuter the things on the field to make sure that I can get my big value plays going. Because if that duress was something like a Planeswalker, oh, great, that would get around this really well. I think I need to put in my Sorin, because there's a lot of enchantment hate here. This is a really correct move, I think, because right now my opponent is going to feel pressured. Oh, there's actually nothing good here, is there? I thought I had a Titan in the bin. Alright. My bad. Damn.
Remember your training.
Heck yeah. Woo! Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's start doing some stuff. Fantastic. My opponent, like, counterspells it. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I think Sorin is what the doctor ordered here.
Under my watch.
And I do think, upon seeing this stuff, I think I do need a Meathook.
Deal with this annoyance.
I think I do need a Meathook. Toxrill is really good, but I'm really worried about this farewell. This thing that I have the most concern about. The hearses make me honestly want to never run Squee ever. Unlicensed Hearse is just like such a good card, man. Very, very, very nice. Okay, okay, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so I want as many of my nerds alive as possible, so I'm going to do like this, I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to do like this. No tramples here. Like that. There we go. Today I learned what the hell Ambitious Farmhand does. I didn't realize it had first strike. Alright.
Your
Oh, must have
blood
been
will
this
be
one.
mine.
Okay. Hey, sweetie pie. Sure, I guess. Sure, I suppose.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus this is 5. Oh, shit. It's very bad news. I think this is just what we're doing. Yeah, I messed up a few turns in the past. I think this might actually just be it, man. shoot this to blow up this thing as well. Yeah, see, this is the way I think I want to be attacking my opponent's stuff. Hi, sweetheart. Gorbatron says, is this the infamous Mythic Windgrace deck I've heard of? It is! The one and only. Absolutely, I'll block that shit. I am now seeing the full error of my ways. Alright, let's get something onto the battlefield. Yeah. Oh, baby.
My ways are not for the weak.
I think I do have to minus her. Even though we're just getting a single 1-1.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah, so I really needed to not run the Duresses and run some more anti-big value cards. I think we're not winning this particular game. What do you think? What do you think, huh? What do you think? Why are you so cute? Who made you? Who made you the cutest cat, huh? This is very good, baby.
Let this be over.
This card is actually really annoying to just know that that is just there hanging out. What, I mean, it's the absolute worst.
Keep watch for intruders.
Card of land. There you go, in Europe. I don't think there's a single thing I can get. We are going deep. We are digging. I lose. I lose, I lose, I lose. No! Okay, so... I don't think these Duresses are it. I think, first of all, if I have a single Meathook Massacre in, Cruelty of Gix can find it. I actually think Sorin is what the doctor ordered here, man. Because my opponent is, like, has some sweepers and some value cards, but if I'm, like, playing Sorin and making some 2-3s, I think it'll be really good. Alright. Oh, look at this cat. You're so cute. How do you do it? How are you just the most perfect cat in the world? This is so fun. Play first. Mulligan. Alright. I think Takenuma is lower value than Boseiju. Oh, the very best possible shit.
This is
I
my
actually
home, and I
think
don't
this is the
appreciate it
play.
when people touch
Even
my
though that's a
things.
little bit iffy. I think that's a little bit iffy. I mean, I think I'm winning. That's a very good play, because Iganjo would have discarded something and brought back the Spirited Companion. See what I mean? Now, I can do this, and exile a creature, exile a Spirited Companion. Ugh. I think this is all correct. I think this is all correct. I think. Children. Damn. Children of all cards is the one. Huh.
You started this fight, but I'm...
All right. Dude, can I just give a brief shout out to the Kirin for just like frickin' owning so hard? Like the entire amount of threats that I've been able to do has been thanks to the Kirin Touch Orochi. Only I'd kept the Orochi on, man. It would have been sick. Alright.
I take no joy in slaughter. I bring my own.
Would ulting Lily have been a good idea? Maybe. Maybe. I maybe shouldn't have been plussing Liliana so aggressively either. Oof. Yeah, fuck. Alright, we're dead. I'm just gonna concede, because I need to use path. And I actually think the mistake was just straight up, I should have ulted Liliana, because I think that if I had just deleted a lot of my opponent's resources, I think we would have been okay. Yeah, I think that was the mistake right there. Liliana I find to be really hard to use in general. Like, just overall.